Okay, welcome students to another fabulous episode of Manhood Academy podcasting. I'm sorry, Manhood Academy debates. We have PX90. Unfortunately, he can't show his face on camera because he's distracted by his own face. And your rebuttal is my mom's face is distracting you. All right, let's start it off. Let's go. Go ahead.
No, fuck that. You're the professor. You're the ass leader. Go ahead and show me.
I'm sorry, hold on.
PX, we'll take opening arguments from PX.
Skyfall's the moderator. By the way, if you ever feel like you're threatened, your life is threatened, your life's in danger, please appeal to the moderator. He'll mute my mic, and vice versa. If you want to make a point and you're in the middle of making a point, I interrupt you, and you don't want me speaking at the same time, just tell the moderator to shut my mic off. He'll shut my mic. Skyfall, I'm going to give you.
You gotta make me host.
Yeah, I'm going to give you host privileges right now. Hang on 1 second. Skyfall, boom. Do you want to change host to Skyfall? Okay, you are now host, Skyfall.
All right, we will now hear opening arguments from PX.
All right, well, anyways, Professor, you wrote you did a podcast talking about my email, and you actually flat out lied about it. I got your fucking email right here.
Yeah, I posted it right now. I'll share it with everybody. I'll give everybody the link to it. Hold on 1
it's about
second.
fucking time you did it too, huh? Imagine that.
Yeah, huh? Okay, we'll get to it right now. Hold on, we'll get to your,
Okay,
we'll
well,
get to your genius
well,
post. Let me post it so everybody knows what we're talking about. Right? I'm gonna give it to everybody right now. I put a temporary post up in the student lounge. Copy link. Paste here. So we can all follow along. We'll cover your post right now. We'll go right to it. Professor, I was in class today when some dude came up all giddy and excited like a little girl talking about how you destroyed my letter. He must love your dick. Since you did a play-by-play with my email without me being there to defend myself, I figured I'd do the same for your podcast. For those who don't know what happened, let me give you some background. I'm a new guy. I went to 2 classes and they were so shitty that I've gotten 3 different apology letters without me even asking for an apology. They weren't for both classes. They were only for the class where Blokey was moderating over, where you got butthurt and left. That's where you got the apology. That's why we chewed Blokey out in the podcast.
You weren't even there, so how do you know?
I'm going to cover that right now. I'm going to cover. I'll get to that part.
In a second.
Yeah, you said I wasn't there. I'm going to cover that part because you actually accused me of that in the letter. I decided to leave during the second class because of how chaotic and stupid it was. The professor, quote, quote, wrote me before apologizing for what happened, then criticized me for leaving. I wrote a letter back that he decided to dedicate about 20 minutes of a podcast to. If you want to listen, okay, we got the podcast there. He says, thank you for taking the time to write. I understand things aren't perfect. I don't expect them to be. I responded back, wrong. You do expect them to be. That's the problem. You're lying to yourself already. Right off the bat. You have expectations, and when you don't voice them, and your expectations are violated right in the beginning, you wait till it builds up steam, and then you speak up. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to me. I have too much experience knowing this already. Here's your rebuttal. You're lying. You weren't even there, you dumb fuck. How could you possibly know my expectations or how I handled it without even being there? Your email even proves that you weren't there. You wrote saying, and here's quoting me, unfortunately, I can't be around to clean up the fuck-ups of other students. Now, let me clarify that for you, since you think I wasn't there. When it says my name in the box like this is what happened. You saw me appear like this. Boom, boom. Okay, so my camera was off and my microphone was muted because I was on a different computer. I couldn't participate. All I could do was type in the chat room, so you saw me typing. So I wasn't there to voice my concern at the time. I wasn't there to correct Blokey personally at the time, but all I could do was type. So I could see what was going on, and so I knew there was a problem. I could see you reacting. I knew exactly what you're doing. That's how I could had grounds to even comment on it, because I could see exactly what was going on. I just couldn't voice my concern like right now, where I have a webcam and a mic, and you can hear me. So I couldn't interrupt Blokey's instruction, but I could see everything that was going on. That's how I know you were being a passive faggot and not speaking up like you are now. Just for example, as just kind of a metric, right now, I can tell you're aggravated. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear emotion in your voice. You're trying to be accountable to your thought. Well, when you're in the hangout and you were speaking up, I don't think this is bullshit, blah, 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 you have a monotone, which means you're not being accountable to the feeling. You weren't enforcing what you were saying. So it sounded like bullshit when you were speaking.
Moderator?
All right, PX, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so your email says, and I'm going to quote it too, unfortunately, I can't always be around.
Didn't I just say that?
I didn't interrupt you, so don't interrupt me. I can listen to you like a man, so you're going to listen to me like a man, okay? So be accountable to that. Unfortunately, I can't always be around to clean up the fuck-ups of the other students. So you wrote me an email saying that you weren't around, but now in the podcast you're saying that you're around. See, to me, you sound like a fucking woman. Because when women are confronted with the truth, they fucking twist it up. Oh, well, my mic was muted. Oh, but I was there, but I wrote an email that says I wasn't there. So what was it, Professor? Were you there or weren't you there? Your email says you weren't even fucking around. It sounds to me like you're fucking lying out your fucking ass. And hold on 1 second here. In your ebook, page 207, it says those who reject authority will not only run from the blame, but also attempt to place accountability for their actions onto your shoulders, just like you're trying to fucking do right now. If you were there to correct your fucking students, then you would have corrected them. But you didn't, because you weren't fucking around. That's why you wrote the fucking email. So stop fucking lying to your students like you are now, and just like you lied on your fucking podcast.
All right, Professor.
Can I respond now? Yeah, okay. You dumb motherfucker. I just rebutted that. I just told you. I was there. Look, listen. Students can testify to this because they know. I regularly attend that. I can see there. I can see what's going on. So the Zoom hangout comes up, and I can type and correct that way, but I can't come in and interject with my voice. I'm not, when I say I'm not around, that's exactly what I mean. I'm not there to jump in and say, if Blokey's talking over you, mutes everybody's mic, and says, somebody's not being accountable, this and that, he's fucking up. I can't be there right now to go, Blokey, blah, blah, blah. I can only type at this speed. It's a slower speed than I can actually speak to him. I can't physically in person correct him. That's what I'm referring to. It's not a lie. I'm telling you, I wasn't around to jump in. Otherwise, I would have jumped in. I can't just type and he's hearing me while he's typing. I'm sorry, when he's speaking. When he's speaking, he's not reading the chat box because I'm trying to interrupt him while he's speaking to you. And when you got butt hurt and left, I couldn't jump in. I'm talking right now. You be a man and you shut up and you take it.
Okay.
So while he was there speaking and he was fucking up, I couldn't be there. That's why I sent you the apology, because I wanted to get something out immediately. I didn't want you to get butthurt and leave the academy just based on one student not performing to your expectations. You don't realize these are students here who are training to learn how to be accountable to their thoughts and feelings. They're not fully there. I was worried that you'd be so offended and so butthurt that you leave. So I immediately sent the email saying, look, I'm not always around to do that. So apologies. Don't take it out on him. He's still learning. We apologize for his fuck up, but I'm going to speak to him in person when I can. Again, it's not going to be effective when I'm just typing the words to him, because like you, when you speak without emotion, the punishment and reward isn't there. When I'm typing to him, that's not effective. It's not like I'm speaking right now. It doesn't have my emotion behind what I'm saying. So it's not going to be effective. I'm not going to correct Blokey over the keyboard. I could barely do that. And the hangout was evidence of that. I need to wait till I can see Blokey face to face over webcam and correct him. That's what I mean when I'm not around. I don't consider keyboard warring to be me correcting him properly. That's bullshit. We always talk about that in our debates, in the ebook, on our forum. We make memes about keyboard warriors and their bullshit. We were making fun of you for being a faggot keyboard warrior in the chat room, typing provocative things. Oh, you're a coward, you're a pussy. You're a faggot. You can't say it to my face. You can't even be on webcam here. That's how much of a scared fucking faggot you are. That's what we're training the students to not become. We're teaching you how to be accountable for your thoughts and your feelings and not be afraid to do that like you're demonstrating right now. And if you were fucking rational, you would have heard my explanation the first time when I told you. I'm not trying to lie to you and misguide you and tell you, oh, I'm around sometimes and sometimes I'm not. Like I'm fraudulently saying, I was there but I wasn't there. I just told you my explanation, you dumb fuck. I told you I wasn't around personally to speak so you could see my face, you could hear my voice. I could observe everything that was going on through the Zoom hangout, but I couldn't fucking type back. That's what I mean. I'm not trying to be duplicitous or give you some bullshit explanation. I'm telling you exactly what I meant. I'm explaining it. I'm clarifying it for your tiny brain to fucking figure out. You're trying to accuse me of lying to you? You're fucking full of shit. You're too dumb to understand my explanation when I gave it the first time around.
All right, PX, you can respond now.
Okay, so you were there, you were around, but your email says that you weren't around there. So, once again, it sounds to me like you're a fucking woman. And you kept on saying, PX.
How does it say I'm not around? What part are you reading?
Hold on, Professor.
Yeah, shut the
speaking.
What? Ask him what part to clarify. He says, my email says I'm not around. Which part?
I'm talking now, Professor.
Ask him to clarify, moderator.
Take it.
All right, PX, can you clarify specifically what you're talking about in the email?
This is what he says in his email. He says, unfortunately, I can't always be around to clean up the fuck-ups of the other students.
Yes, I just said that.
No, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. You're a man, right? So sit there and fucking take it. You said, unfortunately, I can't always be around to clean up the fuck-ups of the other students. But now on the webcast, he says, I was around, and what it was is me typing, and that's why I couldn't correct the fucking students.
Yes, you dumb fuck, I just explained that.
Professor, let him finish.
You can't fucking take it, can you? See?
I explained it 2 times to you.
That's right, you can't even take it.
I explained it 2 times to you.
All right, PX,
2
don't let
times.
Professor respond now.
I explained it to you 2 times. What? I don't understand what you don't get. You're harping on this. I wasn't around. I just explained what that meant. How are you so fucking dumb in your tiny little pea brain you can't grasp what I meant? I wasn't physically there. I can't speak. My face is not there. You can't see the emotion. You can't see my body language. I'm not around there during the hangout. What part of that implies that now I'm trying to trick you? Oh, I wasn't there. I didn't see anything at all. I didn't witness anything at all. Oh, but now I say I am. You're trying to read all that into that one statement. I already acknowledged that statement. I explained that statement to you twice, and yet you went back to it once again like a dumb little bitch. Explain yourself.
Okay, can I, if you shut the fuck up?
Go ahead, woman, explain yourself.
Okay, shut the fuck up. In your email, I'll go back to it again. It says, unfortunately, I can't always be around to clean up the fuck-ups of the other
3
students.
times.
So if you were there, shut the fuck up, Professor.
3 times.
Shut the fuck up. Unfortunately, I can't always be around to clean up the fuck-ups of the other students. So if you were there, you would have cleaned up the fuck-ups of the other students.
You dumb fucking retard! We just explained it!
Professor,
I listen to you, so be a fucking man and fucking take it.
What?
Which part of the professor's explanation didn't make sense to you?
It's not that.
Think about that.
Explanation is a fucking lie.
Well, what? Oh my god!
If he was there to clean up the fuck-ups of the other students, he would have been there to clean it up.
Oh my
I wouldn't have
god.
even had to speak up in the fucking
my
class.
God.
Because you would have been there to clean up the
Okay,
fuck-ups.
I'm ready to rest my argument.
Accountability, Professor.
This guy is
No, let's fucking talk about accountability.
This guy's so fucking dumb. His tiny little pea brain can't even grasp the argument. I just rebutted your argument, you dumb fuck. I just rebutted your... It's not about taking it. You're too dumb to even hear the reason.
That's why you do it to your fucking students. So am I going to have my turn to talk or not?
Look, you said the same thing 3 times. You said the same thing. What am I talking about? You said the same
Professor,
thing.
we're going to give him one last chance to explain himself.
God, what a dummy.
All right,
It all
PX, go ahead.
comes down to what you believe. If you want to just believe the fearless leader who says, well, I was around, but I wrote an email that says I wasn't around, and what I really meant was this, it sounds like a fucking woman who's changing his story. If he was there, he should have corrected his class like a fucking leader, but he didn't. He fucking failed you and failed everyone else, and guess what? He didn't make that shit.
But PX, you didn't hear the explanation that he gave?
What's up now?
He's already gone over all this. You didn't hear
Great.
the explanation.
Can we go to the audience? I'm resting my case.
He sounds like a fucking liar.
Great. I'm the fucking liar. Let's see what the audience says.
His email says one thing, but now he's saying another
Great.
one.
Great. Okay.
PX,
So
you've said that before, so your contention has been heard. We're going to move to the audience now to
Great,
get their
let's go.
reactions to the debate. All right, Dodger, you start off. What do you think?
I agree with PX. I don't think that, Professor he said that he wasn't there and he was supposed to be correcting his students, but he wasn't correcting students, so I agree with PX.
Great.
Thanks, homie.
Good, homie. Good job. Go ahead. Now we know the students aren't bought off. Dodgers on your side. Go ahead. Next.
All right, Hesitator?
I think this guy, PX, whatever his fucking name is really, like, trying to defend his ego or some shit. He's, like, fucking angry. But he's not, like, listening to what Professor's saying. So, he explained the disconnect between typing and voicing his opinion, but he didn't even respond to that. He's just like, yo, you're a fucking woman. Well, why don't you listen to what he's saying and respond to what he's saying instead of just being an angry fucking idiot?
Okay. Flower Power?
Yeah, I totally agree with what the professor is saying, and he gave a very clear explanation on why he wasn't there to, in person, correct them at the time, but then gave reasons why he was able to type it. And PX is being like, I don't see how he doesn't see that, why he's being such a brick wall that he can't understand that explanation.
Okay, thank you, Flower Power. Green Mint?
I don't feel that PX is even listening what the professor is saying, because he clearly explained why he couldn't react and interrupt Loki, even though he was there to see what was going on. So I don't see how he cannot grasp that concept.
Okay, thank you, Green Mint. Snaky Guy?
Yo, it's kind of obvious. There's only so much you can do if you're fucking typing. You can't cut people off. You can't tell people to shut up. So, yeah, while you're listening in, I can see why a professor can't say, Loki, you're a fucking retard, stop, and give a good explanation. He's not actually there. He can't speak. TX, you just repeated yourself again and again and again. You didn't even make a good point the first time, and you keep giving me the same shitty point. You sound like a moron.
Okay, thank you, Snaky Guy. Duckface, are you there?
I think that if...
Louder, Duckface.
Yeah, speak up, Duckface.
Yeah, if he wants to be interrupted, or if he wants to go to Expression Club where Professor can interrupt Loki, then he should go to, an Expression Club where Professor is there, and not at work.
Okay.
He's not even paying attention to the point. What the fuck?
Yeah. Anything else, Duckface?
No.
Okay. Thoughts?
I would say that Professor was there, and I'm okay with him doing it that way. And also, I'm stuck on one point that PX said.
He said, that's why you interrupt the students talking about Professor. I like it when Professor interrupts me. It keeps me from going off on my bullshit tangents, my bullshit. I like it. In fact, I feel like I pay him for that. That's why I'm here, for him to stop me in my tracks from being whatever I am. So, I don't know, I'm just stuck on that point. I'm cool with it.
Okay, thank you. Thoughts? Dick?
Yeah, this guy, I mean, I think a lot of the reactions are focusing on the smaller point here, but I'm more focused on PX, his whole attitude towards demanding so much from other people. I would hate to be this guy. I mean, I can't even imagine if I went to school and the professor, class is supposed to start at 8 o'clock and the professor comes in at 8:01. PX would be on his, standing up on his desk saying, you promised it would be 8 o'clock and I came in at 8:00, you came in at 8:01. You lied, I'm leaving, you're a liar. I mean, how could you survive? How could you go through life like this? How could you even go through fast food at McDonald's and they promise to always smile? If someone's not smiling for a second, oh, you weren't smiling. You promised you'd always be smiling. I would hate to be this guy. PX doesn't realize that this is an international academy with students from all over the world operating 24/7. And that means that students can only participate during the day, which is nighttime for them. And Professor can't be here at all times, every day, every second for years on end. He has to work, he has to take a shit, he needs to go eat food. So, yes, I think it's a good thing Professor is, even at work, he's so dedicated to the academy that he'll come into a Zoom and hang out and listen so he can address things later. But for PX to be so butthurt that every second doesn't have Professor in the hangout with his mic on, perfectly set up to come in at any time is ridiculous.
Okay.
There you have it. We got one guy Dodger on your side, and the rest, I think, speaks for itself.
Well, the only thing I can say about it, man, is if you weren't there to correct your students, but you can make a podcast about everything that happened.
There.
You only saw
Dummy, I
happened,
saw it.
right?
Look, it looked like this. Look, with my mic off. This is what it looked like. Look, see, watch my screen. See that? That's what you saw. You saw the image, the icon there. I can still see the hangout. I can still hear you guys.
Why do you say the words, I can't always be around? So you say one thing and do another,
you
man.
dummy. I think we got the debate. Anybody else have any last words for this dummy?
It's so tragic. Good luck going through life and getting anything done this way.
This guy's so dumb he didn't hear the whole audience was against you. You got one guy on your side, he's got Down syndrome. Congratulations, you got the Down syndrome guy on your side. Everybody else, trying to talk some sense into you. They were trying to talk sense into you. You're discounting, okay, fine, discount my opinion. Listen to all the guys in the room. You didn't hear what they said?
No,
yes, I was actually in the hangout at hand.
I know what your email said. I know that you weren't around to say everything
You're such a dumb little bitch, you can't hear anybody.
It's like you're around for everything that fucking happened.
I was there. I was there for the whole hangout. And I agree with Professor. I think you're full of shit.
Why?
Because, like, look, PX, I already said it, PX, it was like, Professor can't address everything when he's at work, he doesn't have a microphone, he can type shit. You can
ignore... He needs to say that on his podcast, that he wasn't there to see the entire thing.
God. It's such a minor point.
Hold on, everyone hold on. PX, how do you... He just addressed that point, though, and you're just ignoring that.
But his email says he wasn't around.
But his email says...
It's around in, like, look, you can listen, you can watch a football game, but you weren't at the football game. It's like he's listening in, he's doing his best.
Look, here's what he's a butthurt lawyer. He's trying to make a legalistic point, saying, I'm not physically around, as if I'm not physically present there. So he's trying to harp on this one little point to bolster this absurd point, as if, I'm claiming I wasn't there at all, like I didn't hear anything. Because that's the gist of your argument. You're calling me a liar and saying, because further on you say, well, how can you say anything, Professor? You said you weren't there. Therefore, you're a liar. You're commenting, how would you know I wasn't accountable? See, that's the gist of your argument. You're trying to prove I was a liar, like I didn't witness it at all. So you're full of shit. Your whole argument is based on me not being there and then making assumptions about your behavior when I was there to witness your behavior. So you're still full of shit.
If you were there to witness my behavior, why did you write an email saying you weren't around? So you just...
you go back to the same point again. What do you mean, write an email that says I just explained to you what I meant.
You gave a fucking shitty explanation, and just because
a shitty explanation that everybody agreed with.
Let's move on to the next point.
You thought it was a shitty explanation that everybody agreed with?
Doesn't make them right. A lot of people agree.
So all these guys are wrong.
Right.
You're saying all these guys are wrong, and the Down syndrome guy is right.
I didn't say that at all. Okay. What I'm saying to you is that
you just said they weren't wrong. So either they're right or wrong.
Fucking around, but yet you're gonna write a podcast.
Are they right or wrong?
So which one was it?
Are they right or wrong?
Okay, PX, do you have any more points that you want to discuss? Because we've gone over this plenty of times.
I'm done debating this fucking retard. This guy's a moron.
Good fucking point. Shut the fuck up.
This guy's a
Professor.
fucking moron.
On your fucking website,
He's too dumb.
On your website,
You're
I'm gonna read it
too
verbatim on your
dumb.
website.
You're too dumb to even listen to the argument.
Are you man enough to hear it? Then shut the fuck
Man
up.
enough? Why would I? If I was a man, I would backhand you. You're like a woman. Come on. You don't listen. You don't listen. You don't listen.
But we'll get to that here in a
You
second.
don't listen. Did you hear what the audience said to you? They're trying to talk sense into you. I'm trying to talk sense into
In
you.
response to the audience, it comes down to who do you believe?
Okay.
How do you
Listen.
interpret the email?
Listen. I love this. Listen. I wrote the ebook. The one that you're reading, the one that you're referencing against me.
The one that has no references. in it
Okay,
but the
great. So if you don't like the ebook, you don't like the references, why attend the academy? Why bother?
Because I thought it was something better, but see, I'm
You
here
thought it was
because
something better? What did you think it was? What did you think it was? We just held your hand and believed your bullshit?
Okay, we'll talk about that. Here's what you says on your website. It says your enrollment gives you access to the most advanced men's training center on the planet.
Yes, it
For
is.
only $21. Shut the fuck up, I'm speaking.
No, I don't want to shut the fuck up. I'm done arguing with you.
Moderator, do your
You're
job.
too
Just fucking
done to argue the other points. I'm done. I tap out. I've already heard from the audience. We've already heard the audience say, you're too dumb to grasp the first point. Why would I want to keep arguing with a dummy? You're in denial. You don't even acknowledge my points. You don't even try to rebut my points. All you do is repeat your same stupid argument 4 times in a row.
I'm repeating the same stupid argument.
You just repeated the same thing 4 times in a row.
Just that, Professor.
You repeated the same thing 4 times in a row.
Shut up. PX, the professor's tapped out. Do you want to make a
No,
last word?
I want to say, now, I'm going to be a lawyer like him. He said only 15 minutes. Now he's a liar. He's going beyond 15 minutes. He's lying. He said only 15 minutes. Now he's going beyond the 15 minute mark. He's a liar. I proved it. I rest my case. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What do you have to say about that? Be a man. Be a man. What do you have to say about that? You got caught in a lie. You said 15 minutes, and now you're over the 15 minute mark. You said 15 minutes. You said 15 minutes. No. I'm going to do the same thing you did to me. You said 15 minutes. Now you're over the 15 minute mark. Now you're lying. What do you have to say to that? I want to hear your rebuttal.
Hey, what can I say, man? Your bullshit took longer than 15
Oh,
minutes.
so now you have an excuse.
You know what? Let's
Okay,
talk
so
about accountability.
you don't buy
Let's
my
talk about
excuse.
accountability.
You don't buy
Let's
my
talk
excuse.
about-
Wait. Why should I buy your excuse if you don't buy my excuse? Why should I buy your excuse?
Why should you buy my excuse? Because
Yeah.
it's the fucking truth.
Oh,
I don't believe
okay,
you're
so you're
fucking telling
too-
the truth.
so you just get to
People
determine
wanna believe
arbitrarily.
me, that's their fucking business.
So you just
don't
get
wanna
to say-
believe me, that's your fucking
So
business.
you just
Let's
get to
move
say
on to the next
arbitrarily.
point, since
No.
you're so fucking scared.
Woman.
You're so fucking scared.
Woman, we're not going to move on. Woman, we're not going to move on.
That's why you wouldn't
We're
post
not
my
going to
shit
sweep it under the
earlier.
rug. Woman, we're not going to sweep it under the rug. Look, you're proving yourself to be a hypocrite. You just said 15 minutes. You're the guy harping on legalism here, and you're saying
harping on
you
15
weren't
minutes
around.
now.
Professor,
You're
your
harping on
email
15
says
minutes now.
you
You're
weren't
giving us
around.
one
So
thing,
you don't
but
accept.
did another,
You don't
but
accept
yet
my
you just make
explanation.
excuses for
You
it,
don't
and they
accept
say,
my
"Well,
explanation.
that's their fucking business."
Yes.
I'm going to mute your mic now, Professor.
You don't accept my explanation, a legalistic explanation. You say it's bullshit, and then you want me to extend you the same courtesy? Fine, we play your legalistic game, and now, like a butthurt little child throwing a tantrum, no, my explanation is the truth. Who decides that? You just decided my explanation was bullshit. Well, I applied the same legalistic principle to you. You said the debate will be 15 minutes. Now we're over the 15-minute mark. Now you're full of shit. Now you're the liar, and you don't like it because you don't like your same hypocritical female standard applied to your own arguments. You're a scared little bitch. You can't even show your face on the fucking cam. That's how fucking traumatized you are by being accountable to your feelings. I'm not gonna argue with a scared fucking faggot like you. I am done. I rested my case. The audience supported me. The only guy that supported you was a Down syndrome baby. That's it. It's done.
Okay, BX, any last words?
As far as me being over 15 minutes, I admitted that I was wrong.
Oh,
Now,
you
wanna
admit it.
talk
Yeah,
about
you said it's the
accountability,
truth.
Let's talk about accountability. Will you mute his mic since he can't shut the
No,
fuck up?
I'm done. I already tapped out. I tapped
Okay,
out.
here we go.
I tapped
This
out.
is what you said in your broadcast.
I tapped
about
out.
the fucking Marine
Look, in
Corps.
one ear and out the
Let's
other.
talk
You
about
don't
that
hear.
shit in a minute.
You don't hear.
Do you have any final,
In one
do you have
ear,
any final arguments
out the other.
any closing statement to say?
Here's my closing statement.
It's over.
Here's my closing statement to you guys. You guys can make up your mind what you want to do. On his website, it says your enrollment gives
See,
you the
in one
most
ear and out the other.
advanced
He doesn't even
training.
hear.
Can I
It's
make my
in
point
one
or
ear,
not?
out
Can I
the
make
other.
my point or not?
It's
not,
in one ear,
it's not a
out
final
the other.
point. It's just a summation of your.
He's making new points.
He's making new points now. He's so dumb he can't even hear. The debate's over. That's how dumb this guy is.
Okay.
Oh.
You wrote me an email saying that you weren't around.
Still, see, it's like a woman.
That
It's
you
like a
weren't
woman.
around.
Doesn't even hear anything.
PX, I just muted your mic because we want a summation,
Holy
not new
Christ.
arguments.
Dodger agreed with this retard. Unbelievable.
I can't believe I wanted to join the
Unbelievable.
military. I cannot believe I wanted to join the
All right,
military.
DB, hold on. We're going to give this guy one more chance to finish it off.
Unbelievable.
Go ahead, PX.
If you guys want to believe the professor, that's your business, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's your business.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He wrote me an email saying he wasn't around, but he wants to talk like he was around, and he won't even hear my other points either because he's too fucking scared.
Yeah.
You, like, every time you speak, you're a giant embarrassment to whatever good is in the Marine Corps.
This guy's talking about too fucking
What do
scared.
you know about the Marine
This
Corps,
guy's
right?
talking about too fucking scared. Did the Marines tell you you're too scared to confront people face to face? Is that what the Marines taught you? Fucking
Yeah, we know
scared
about the
faggot.
Marine Corps from you, PX.
Oh God.
That's what we're learning. How we're learning.
I'm from the Marine Corps and I'm too scared to show my face on camera because it distracts me. I'm too scared. That's what the Marine Corps taught you. Unbelievable.
I wish you would say it to my face because I'd smack the shit
Yeah,
out of
you'd smack me. You're so scared. You can't even show your face on camera. You're talking about being a tough guy. You're a joke. You're a joke.
Your fucking dick's a joke.
Alright, I think you heard it. I think you heard the
This
summation.
is a hardcore debate.
My dick's a
And for all the
joke.
listeners, if you're as hardcore as this, you gotta get in here.
Oh God. My dick's a joke. There we go. Sweet. I'm tapped. Any last words? I think I'm done.
Kano, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye.